Watch till the end if you want to see how I transformed a twisted, rough-sawn piece of Sawmill lumber, the sister matching piece to this one. There were several challenges that I had to try to work through. One was the twist. Two, it was too wide for my planer. And I wanted to keep both of these live edges. I said, stick around and we'll see how this transforms. And here they are. Charcuterie board. Look at that. Beautiful wood. Left the back rustic. Still going to put another coat of the paste wax on the back. So, stick around. It's a fun little build. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Doesn't hurt to share it either. Thank you. What? Come here. You'll see her appear throughout the video too. She's my little helper. Today we're going to turn this fine, free piece of silver maple into a lovely Valentine's Day gift. Let's get after it. You'll notice that I cut this from the back side. See how smooth this is? Actually, both sides are pretty smooth. Reminds me of like 6th grade. I think I used to get paddled with these quite a bit. I could run this through my router, route this down, but I'm gonna go with a rustic look here, so I'm going to use this handy dandy grinder. And these are a must. Okay, I have a little twist across this board and I don't want to take a lot of thickness off, so I'm going to remove it with a planer. Like this. And I'm taking it off these back sides because this is going to ride on the edge of the bathtub. Like I said, this is going to be rustic. But we don't want it being wobbly, spilling wine all over the place. Now there's probably a bunch of different ways to do this. And I'm not saying this is the right way, but it seemed like a pretty good solution to the problem that I was dealing with. So here I am. I need to take a little bit more off this corner. Okay, let's see how this looks. I would say that looks pretty good. Okay. Now let's take some off this top. See what we're going to wind up with. Okay, so I am going to smooth this down with a planer. This is not going to be perfectly flat, nor will it be parallel. Okay, so I cut a notch in here to accommodate stemmed glass. Pretty slick. Unfortunately, I lost that piece of footage, but I put tape on this side, flipped it over, cut it from the back. I got a real nice crisp edge here, so I'm really pleased about that. Now, I'm gonna take this paint soaked Dremel that got soaked with paint one day when, like an idiot, I weighted down a glue up with a gallon of paint. I spared you a lot of sanding, and I notched out the wine holder. Came out pretty nice. Left that knot. Glass sits in there just fine. I didn't want to really just drill a hole. Trying to keep this kind of rustic, natural looking. I'm gonna leave this just like that on the back. Anyway, I need to put some retainers on the bottom to keep it balanced in the tub, so when you're sitting there and you've partaken in a little too much alcohol possibly, you don't knock the whole thing in and your book and phone and whatever else you have on it. So I'm gonna cut this in half. You might notice these slits that I have at the end here. These are actually pretty handy. I accidentally stumbled upon this idea, but I use them all the time. Something you might want to try at home. Anyway, I'm going to clamp this down and just jigsaw this in half. I could run it over a table saw, but I figured I'd just show you this, something different. And there you go. I'll sand these up. Type Bond 3 for wet applications. I'm going to set this aside, put a little weight on it. And we're back to the chopping board, charcuterie board, serving board. I'm going to leave this rustic. I kind of like the saw blade marks from the mill on there. comes the big reveal. This is the back side. Okay, so I just got done putting mineral oil on these. I want a little bit more protection, so I was going to put some paste wax on it, and I don't have any paste wax, so I'm going to make some for you today. Thrift store for $1. Works perfect. What better to make paste wax in small quantities than a wax melter? Wax. Comes in handy for a whole lot of purposes. I'm going to go with about a 50-50 ratio, maybe a little bit more oil, maybe 60-40, but it's still just a guess. Got these on Amazon. There's not going to be a link below, but if you want some, they work good. Pure beeswax. Okay. Take a few minutes for this to melt. We'll be right back. Now we'll be right back. Okay, so we're gonna let this dry for about 10 or 15 minutes. And I'll do this one.